had mentioned Brother Peniros, because I didn't really write any notes, but I came on because Spirit was like, you got to do this reading real quick. Let's let the family know some stuff. The topic was gangland, the word gangland, right? And how we hear it as being monstrous and deadly and violent and so forth and so on. But when we had little rascals using it, we thought, oh, cute, they're just a bunch of, they're in the gang and they're having fun. And now when we hear it, we're hearing, this is monstrous and, they're animals and, I'm just trying to wrap my head around it. So maybe you can add more to it for me.
Yeah. Well, we know over the years that people have turned everything that's supposed to be good into bad, including the way we speak. And basically that's had like a serious effect. And, there's a lot of portals being opened right now and of that nature, where people are getting very easily possessed. The reason why they're getting easily possessed is because they've got no covering, they've got no defense, because of the way that they've been living and the way of life that they choose to live. That's why so many youths get killed and people get killed out here, because they have no defense. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, there's a lot of monstrous activity. We're in the monstrous times right now. You know what I'm saying? We're in the times of the beast right now. So people are thinking they're beasts themselves. You understand? Everyone wants to be the hardest. Everyone wants to be the toughest. Everyone wants to be the biggest. So it's just a fact of where we are. I feel personally like it's the last days. Whether that's now in 20 years' time, that's still counts as the last days.
Yeah.
Generationally, you know what I mean? And we've seen that the younger generation, they're not really grown like us. Obviously, one or two has still got good communication with their parents. You know what I'm trying to say? It's only a few like that, to be honest with you. And it's not really hard to see who they are either out of the crowd.
Right.
So it's just, the children have been sabotaged, you know what I mean? And that's not always their fault as well, because the elites got their own way of doing things, as we well know. And this is what it's come to now, a lot of people don't know this. The word thug actually comes from a group of Viking-like people that were actually going around to different communities and robbing and burning down their communities. And that's where the actual word thug comes from. And we've got a lot of thugs to deal with right now, and another reason is as well because we live in a time where it's not as easy for the youngest to get money. You know what I'm trying to say? So they're put in a situation where they're going to do certain things to get it. And we live in a selfish society right now. That's not helping at all. It's the mental and the way people think right now. Yeah. It's all about me. That's why you hear
that's happening even in the States. So that's mind-blowing that you would even say that, and we're in different countries, and that's very true.
Yeah, and that's also not 100% the people's fault that they're feeling like that,
right?
Because they haven't got the knowledge that we have. You know what I'm trying to say? They don't know how to comprehend it. So let me give you an example. The way the economy is and the way things are being pushed on certain families is making it think like, okay, I'm doing me. I'm making sure I got my things and making sure me. So what happens when they know this is the elites know about this. So when they perform this now, all it does is detach people more. When we're trying to bring people together, it just detaches people more and more. And that's why there's so many snitches right now.
Right. Because they really don't understand where that word comes from. Yeah, and the energy. And remember, so, growing up here in New York City, I came under the John Gotti realm.
Right.
I seen his boss get murked outside. They showed it on the news. So I remember all of this clear as day. And Some emulated and wanted to be like Gotti, but for the most part, we knew Gotti was the man, and then that was it. Like, it wasn't like the Bronx was going to be like try to be like John Gotti. And for the most part, he was taking care of his community. Like, he was giving money and protecting, so it's almost like this Robin Hood kind of story. Yeah. But he did take care of the community. He took care of his community. May not be the Black community, but that's not his community.
But that's the confusing thing. Our people want to follow these mafioso people, but they're not really following.
Right.
They're not following the whole side of it. They're just following the fact that I've got a gang and I might kill some people and I might sell some drugs. They're not following the unity.
Yes.
They ain't got no mob ties. You understand what I'm saying? So